Hello viewers, hello listeners, hello everyone. Thank you once again for joining me on the Maps TV. So there's a post yandidori tingoita analyze and it post yatumirwa na Hopewell chingono. I know of course yes my elections have come and gone and even the inauguration yakauya again and now President Mnangagwa has effectively started his 5-year term. A lot of people are asking could this chainda copy. Does Nelson Chamisa and the Citizens Coalition for Change, do they have a plan? They're going to be in this quagmire of another 5 years with ZANU-PF in power. And Hopewell Chingono in this post tries to answer that question. Of course, yes, opinions are like belly buttons. Everybody got their own saga mufungo wa Hopewell Chingono, and I'm willing for you guys to also share your opinion in the comment box as usual, so that we may create my discussions around this subject kuti pachine kuenda kumberi here kana kuti zvatovharana. We are waiting for another 5 years dzekuchema kuti Mnangagwa is illegitimate. So Hopewell Chingono started his message achitaura kuti Emerson Mnangagwa was inaugurated yesterday for his second term, but as we can see from the arrest of Dark Coated and Tapiwa Mchineripi last night, nothing will change. So it's just a day after the inauguration, and as the opposition is always complained, we see good Dark Coated na Mchineripi already varunzi vakatosungwa and vakasungirwa obstruction of justice. Obstruction yacho yakaemanata from them ivo vari kuti vaita basa ravo as lawyers vachinointerviewa ombera inhende and uyo ari kunzi kuti anga abductwa nemasuspected security agents. So Hopewell Chingono had this question, what now? Many have been asking. The opposition in its current construct is terribly weak and it can't take on a monster like ZANU-PF. ZANU-PF rigs elections. The opposition job must be to stop that and not just mourn. If it doesn't unite and continues to believe in its own propaganda, we will get to 2028 the same way we got to 2023. It is time the opposition has serious conversation in its ranks, or else it will not succeed in strengthening itself. So concern ya Hopewell Chingono now is kuti the opposition in its current construct is weak and very weak. Of course, yes, we have believed in the strategic ambiguity as claimed by Advocate Nelson Chamisa, but the truth of the matter is, with Kanzima results are in as far as getting the opposition to State House to go out the strategic ambiguity and whatever strategies they had, and they are failure because they are not State House, and we are not seeing as of yet anything to materialize pakuisa mukomana Advocate Nelson Chamisa ku office. So it's true for Hopewell Chingono to claim good strategic ambiguity as failed. And also, please, ladies and gentlemen, please also share your thoughts. Kana muchiri kubelieve kuti something can happen, just share. ZANU-PF doesn't care about legitimacy. If it governs using meritocracy, the opposition will have a mountain to climb. ZANU-PF will repeat its shameful act of if there is another election tomorrow. It only cares about retaining power. The opposition is lucky that ZANU-PF can't govern using meritocracy because corruption is in its DNA. But that in itself won't save the opposition if it continues to be a one-man and his friends outfit. Being in denial of this will assure another defeat. The opposition needs to have a constitution, a Congress to establish structured leadership, a bank account, and a website as a foundation to avoid ZANU-PF destroying it. The opposition leader must be accountable to a constitution, not to himself. That is what happens in a democracy. Journalists must ask tough questions to both the ruling party and the opposition, or else they will become complicit in the country's demise. Both ZANU-PF and CCC are in government at different levels, so they must be accountable. Elections are over. It is pointless repeating what we mentioned before the elections. I want to tell every Zimbabwean this: only a broad-based and inclusive opposition will defeat ZANU-PF. That way, when ZANU-PF rigs, it becomes personal to everyone and becomes everyone's business. We are all affected by the choices ZANU-PF and CCC make, so behind united and having a leadership that can unite people is paramount. The Zimbabwean diaspora must also be at the center of opposition politics, not just as funders, but as an engine for ideas because they have them. So this is just an extract from what Hopewell shared with regards to President Mnangagwa's inauguration. His main worry is that we will have another 5 years of ZANU-PF, and I think it's time we check at the responses that some people were giving to Hopewell assertions. You overestimate your ability to advise. You really think a bank account and the Congress could make ZEC to deliver ballot papers on time in opposition strongholds, let alone prevent the presence of us in polling stations? Silence does not mean weakness. Someone has just been cut to size like cloth. So apparently, structures, bank account, website, and constitution are the tools to remove ZANU-PF. Okay, so these are just some sentiments from people. Reply kuna Hopewell Chingono. As MDC under Morgan Tsvangirai had all these ingredients mentioned by Hopewell, but they couldn't wrestle power from ZANU-PF. We need proper advice, not this self-serving crusade. He won in 2008. Can't remember Tsvangirai failing to win a single seat in Mashonaland Central. So this is just one person out of is to some extent during the times of Tsvangirai. What do you think is the best way forward that will benefit Zimbabweans? A way that is beyond our reach, considering that ZANU-PF is not the best opponent to enter a dialogue with, since they will flash CCC out in 2008 and 2013. We are back to square one. You gave a good explanation on court case not being the answer. Looking forward to your thoughts on what is the way forward that benefits Zimbabweans. So, ladies and gentlemen, those are just some thoughts from the people on social media with regards to what Hopewell is saying. Hopewell had said that what Zimbabwe needs as of now is an opposition that has the structures, that does a Congress, that has a constitution to hold its leadership to account. He also said that strategic ambiguity has failed and failed in the maximum of terms. So those are just some of the things that Hopewell mentions might be key for 2028, which means that he is already thinking about 2028, and he does not believe that anything can come out of these election results, and people should just start preparing for 2028. And I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, I also expect you to share your thoughts. Kuti, are we waiting for 2028 as yet, or you are still also believing Kuti something might come out of the processes as promised by Nelson Chamisa and the CCC?